The starkness of a hand-drawn line, with its potential for lyrical beauty, is essential to Gustav Klimt's art. Through line, Klimt sought to convey the essence of the human form and the nature of human existence.
As an artist, Klimt wanted to explore universal emotions like suffering, hope, and love. And it was through the daily practice of life drawing that he cultivated his ideas.
While sketching nude models in his studio, he experimented with poses, gestures, and expressions, refining them until he reached a perfect pitch of emotional intensity, which he then conveyed through painting.
As far as we know, Klimt did not write about his art, yet we do know something about how he worked. He used an adjustable easel to draw from various angles. He posed models on a bed so that their languorous bodies could suggest floating, a motif that's very important in his art.
The fluid and linear style we think of as Klimt's wasn't always that way. He was a gifted artist who for many years worked as a decorative painter of interiors, in a style that might surprise us today, yet suited the prevailing conservative taste in art at that time.
The painting that dominated Vienna in the late 1800s was tightly controlled and realistic. It involved three-dimensional modeling. It involved glorifying important moments from the past.
One of the most striking examples of Klimt's early style is a mural that represents an event from theater history: the staging of Romeo and Juliet in Shakespeare's Old Globe Theater, and the related preparatory drawings of actors in Renaissance costume. Klimt had an eye for seemingly opposite tastes: opulent, but also spare. He admired the art of other cultures of the past and present, especially those that emphasized surface, pattern, and line. By the mid-1890s, Klimt and like-minded Austrian artists separated from the conservative Viennese art establishment. They admired a new style of art emerging in Europe, what is now called symbolism. Klimt was especially influenced by the work of several Belgian and Dutch artists. Fernand Knopf's enigmatic children and erotic women, Jan Torop's gaunt floating females, and Georges Minet's angular, expressive males.
The symbolists were interested in the psychological, areas of exploration that for Klimt, the practice of figure drawing perfectly supported as his own style began to radically change.
Symbolism emphasized a dream world, often expressed through soft focus effects, such as in his 1898 drawing of a young woman gazing pensively toward the viewer. The cloudy effect of her hair is created by a technique of smudging black chalk into the paper grain. Klimt made this sketch only a few years later, around 1901, after his symbolist style was firmly established. It was used as the basis for a painting in which you notice figures floating in a kind of dreamlike state.
As Klimt saw it, floating through life with no control over destiny is the essence of the human condition. Although this seductive young woman sinks like a stone to the bottom of the stream, her hair appears suspended in water. These sketches combine experimentation with careful observation. They show how Klimt honed his technique and his ideas in order to communicate exactly what he wanted to say.
Klimt's life drawings offer great insight into his working process, a lifetime of careful observation of the human form, honed to a simple, thoughtful line.